All right, we're going to try this one more time. My SD card's, I think it's getting closer to being full, so I'm going to start telling you some stories or something. Because, like I always say, I just turn on the camera. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Last one, I ended up talking about death and stuff a little bit and how I've been able to see things coming sometimes. Here's another thing I can talk about. Okay, my biological father taught me how to play chess when I was a little kid, and that became a thing throughout life when I'd get to spend time with him. We'd like playing chess together. He liked chess, and I liked playing it with him. And it was good for my brain, he did a lot of stuff to help me stimulate my brain. You could kind of see that I had some smarts in me that was smarter than the average bear. So, but I was telling one of my friends one time about how one of my friends asked me about how do I see these things, because I've told some of my friends before about different situations. I said, I'll tell you what's going to happen here. This person, this, that, or this is going to go down, or this is how that's going to turn out, And I've done it enough with certain friends and stuff that then when it happens, they're like, how do you see that? How do you know that, And there's a couple things there. Sometimes it's a total God thing, spiritual thing, where I can see it, feel it, or sometimes I'm even given a vision, or something. But other times it's kind of like chess, like when my dad would teach me to play chess, and just like you can see anybody that plays chess or plays it enough, you got strategy, and you kind of see how the game's unfolding or how things are shifting and moving between all the different players that have all the pieces that have the different moves and stuff. I don't know, it's kind of complex, but I've played three-dimensional chess too. I'm pretty dang good at that too. I can almost look at life like that in some ways, and just by people's actions, things they're doing, and learning their personalities and stuff, and seeing what's going on, somehow my brain can kind of formulate where things are going or how things are going to turn out, within certain parameters. But then sometimes, outside of my mind, seeing this in the flesh world, or how things work out in the world of the flesh, when it gets to my spirit and my soul, sometimes God just shows me, and that's totally separate from me seeing how things are going to play out by myself. I hope that makes sense to somebody. And if somebody thinks I'm a Fruit Loop talking about, well, everybody's right, has their own right to their own feelings or opinion. We can agree to disagree. But it's real, I'm telling you. I'm lying. So I'm a different kind of guy. What can I say? Most people, I'd say 99.9% of people really like me. Those that get to know me. Not everybody. Some people get jealous of that. And that's something newer I've been learning, is that people that are gifted or chosen or that are favored by the Lord, that sometimes people don't like that. They want that, and they don't have it, so then maybe they get jealous or something or whatever. I can't help it. God loves me. I love Him. I love people. I want the best. I do my best to follow what I'm supposed to and do what's right, even when it's not easy. I try to always do what's right. Now, I haven't done that all my life. Sometimes I've grown weak, even though I know something that's right, because my heart's involved. Maybe I didn't do what would have been the right thing, because, like a good example, a friend of mine, people talking behind her back and saying all these nasty things about her that she thinks are her friends and stuff. And that's what part of why I don't hang around with half these people now, because I really care about my friend. So I told her what these. It took me a while to tell her, because I didn't want to tell her because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. I kept holding off on it because I didn't know how to handle it. All these people she thinks are her friends, and they're so good to her. Them are, and out of, I don't know, it was sad. But then God told me I had to tell her. He wanted me to tell her. And then He told me so much stuff one time. I scribbled down a bunch of notes and everything I was supposed to tell her. And He started really pushing me to tell her. And I said I had to, because it may hurt her, but it was actually to help her in the long run. So I did. I told her. God told me I had to tell her. And I said, I've been holding back on telling you this stuff because I didn't want your feelings to be hurt. I was trying to protect you. But here's the deal. All these people you think are your friends, they ain't your friends. They don't care about you. They'll throw you to the wolves. They're using you for their own benefits for whatever reasons. And when push comes to shove, they throw you to the wolves. So anyway, I started trying to tell her stuff I've seen in the future or whatever. And some stuff I opened up to her. I asked God about it, if I could talk to her about some of this stuff. And so I started telling her some of the things that God told me I could talk to her about. Some of it wasn't easy, because some of it was I knew it was going to be very emotional and hard for her, and it did in some ways push her away from me, because some people ain't used to hearing that kind of stuff. But I know what the Lord showed me and what the Lord told me, and I know there are certain things that are coming. You know, when I talked to her about some of them, told her what I was allowed to tell her, and I believe she's close enough to me, or knows enough, that I think she's probably listened to my advice and some of the things I told her. I think it was hard for her. I think it kind of creeped her out a little bit, but I just hope things work out well for her, because I really care about her. And no matter what, I'm here for her. And the Lord told me I needed to be here for her, that no matter what kind of pain I go through, I got to be there for her. So I'm going to, until the Lord tells me different. I don't know how long this video is going to be, because my SD card thing is red right now, so at some point it's going to come to an end. Unless I get my face up real close to the screen, I'm not going to see how much time I have left. But I know from prior experience that once it turns red, I ain't got a whole lot of time left. But, so just in case, I do appreciate you coming here and watching this video. And hope you get something good out of all this, that I've been stories to tell, and I don't know, I'm just hoping people get a lot of good stuff out of this, and brings you closer to the Lord, and run to God, talk to God. Tell him Darren says hi, that's for sure.